Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect corporate filings so you don't have to, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find a hidden nugget or two. After all, everyone loves a good surprise. Today we are going to be talking about QVC Group's annual report, their financial health report card, and boy oh boy, is it a doozy. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the world of home shopping networks, turnaround plans, and a few financial plot twists that might just make your jaw drop. QVC is hoping to turn things around so they can have their moment to shine. First, let's lay the groundwork. QVC Group, which was formerly known as Qurate Retail, owns QVC, Cornerstone Brands, and some other investments. Think of QVC as the parent company, sitting atop a video and online shopping empire, but also helping other smaller companies such as Cornerstone Brands in the home and apparel space. They've been around the block a few times. They even completed a split-off from another company, Liberty Media, all the way back in 2011. The plan for this year and for the future is something that they are calling the Win Strategy. So what is this Win Strategy? Well, it consists of three priorities: wherever she shops, inspiring people and products, and new ways of working. Wherever she shops is all about making sure that customers can interact with QVC on any platform they like. Whether it's streaming platforms or social media, inspiring people and products focuses on providing quality storytelling of the products that they offer, and new ways of working focuses on making the work more efficient and effective. Now let's move on to the company itself. Behind the scenes, QVC Group relies on a services agreement with Liberty Media Corporation, LMC, for a lot of its behind-the-scenes operations, things like legal, tax, IT, and even cybersecurity. QVC Group pays LMC back for all of these expenses so that all of this runs smoothly. As of the end of last year, December 31st, 2024, only 84 employees provided service to the company. QVC Group is now also working towards workplace improvements and health and safety programs to support the work environment. But what could go wrong for QVC? Like any company, they face a lot of risks. Rapid technological change is a big one, and the company faces multiple risks that are inherent to running a business and what may make it hard to succeed in the future. A major part of QVC depends on TV distributors carrying their content, and if they lose these contracts, it could hurt their business significantly. Government regulations and climate change could also present problems. Not to mention, in today's environment, they have to protect themselves from cybersecurity threats, data loss, and external attacks. So how did the financials pan out? Well, as of December 31st, 2024, things are looking a little rocky. Total assets dipped from around $11.4 billion to $9.2 billion. It should be noted that operating losses reached almost $809 million. So QVC has undertaken Project Athens, and what Project Athens has done is lay the foundation for sustained growth, enhancing operational efficiency, and embedding a culture of continuous improvement. After the completion of this, QVC announced the Win Strategy. Digging into the numbers, QVC Group's total revenue for the year took a hit, decreasing by 8% to $10 billion. Each individual segment revenue went down, with QXH at $6.6 billion, QVC International at $2.4 billion, and CBI at $1 billion. The company saw operating income turn into a massive loss of $809 million, mainly due to the devaluation of some intangible assets. This means they had to write down what they thought certain brand names and other assets were worth. Now looking at a brighter point, their adjusted OIBDA, a measure they use to track their core operating performance, increased slightly to $1.1 billion. Which includes items such as excluding things like depreciation and amortization and restructuring costs. To keep its products selling, they need to keep renewing affiliation agreements with distributors so that their programs can be carried. As of current, about 6% of the QVC distribution does not have affiliation agreements. Also, one of their fulfillment centers caught on fire, which has significantly impacted the company as well as put a strain on distribution centers. Inflation has impacted shipping costs and materials, and they might not be able to maintain the same prices as retailers. With a good portion of their sales coming from repeat customers, QVC needs to also keep acquiring new customers as well as meet their consumer preferences. QVC has a history of higher sales in the last quarter of the year, so they have to carefully keep track of their inventory as well as supply to properly meet the requirements of the consumer. If they do not do this, it could negatively impact their business. The prices that are paid for labor of carriers and suppliers may increase, which would adversely affect the price of shipping and materials and may also impact revenue as well. A big part of the reason for the losses in the report is due to writing down the value of brand names, goodwill, and other non-tangible assets. QVC may have to record additional impairment charges on goodwill in the future, which could result in a further decline in the company. There may also be issues for a number of reasons, from the failure to use social media and influencers to abide by the law to natural disasters affecting distribution. So their forecast for the future depends on if business trends turn around and the global economic conditions. On the topic of debt, QVC has a significant amount of it, which could limit its ability to respond to market conditions. For instance, they might need to refinance it, or QVC may need to increase the interest rates, which could decrease consumer demand, which could also adversely affect their business. A portion of their debt comes from exchangeable debentures, but because they have been disposed of, it exposes QVC to liquidity risk. New potential regulations that the company must comply with include internet guidelines. The regulations prohibit ISPs from blocking access to, impairing, or degrading legal content, applications, services, or non-harmful devices, as well as favoring selected internet traffic in exchange for consideration. The company also requires that they comply with U.S. and international trade policy with China, especially concerning forced labor. Lastly, let's talk about QVC's human capital. QVC strives to create a workplace that is inclusive and supportive for its employees and offers health, wellness, and safety resources. Employees take place in surveys, and the results are analyzed by management to help improve the overall environment. One big thing for QVC is cybersecurity. They collect and store lots of customers' personal information, so they need to protect those systems and data. The business employs multiple practices to prevent data loss or intrusions by external bad actors. To do so, QVC employs a multidisciplinary team to monitor and evaluate their threat environment. In the event of a cybersecurity attack, the team has a set of procedures and tasks to ensure identification, resolution, and reporting of cybersecurity incidents. Management with the help of a large multidisciplinary team is not the only thing that handles cybersecurity. Cybersecurity risks also fall under the Audit Committee's enterprise risk. The Audit Committee gets constant updates on how to prevent cyber attacks. So that was a lot. What does it all mean? I think QVC is in a tough spot right now. They have to balance adapting to a changing retail landscape with managing their existing debt. They will need to execute effectively on the win strategy to start growing their revenue again. The company has a lot of brand recognition with their target demographic, but that might not be enough as younger generations move to online retailers that offer similar products but a more up-to-date user experience. If they are not able to innovate and adapt to a changing market, they may continue to lose repeat customers and brand equity. I think the company is in a very uncertain but hopeful position right now. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, let me know in the comments and consider subscribing for more in-depth looks at corporate filings.